speak for us all when there's a certain group of people who I'm just really sick of, whose existence just needs to be altered completely, and that's drunk drivers. There have been too many unnecessary deaths caused by their recklessness. Reckless drivers in general just have a major vendetta against them. And so this is sort of meant to, it's sort of like a wake-up call, a very harsh, rude awakening for them. And if I can alter the minds of a few once it's brought to the stage, then my mission's complete. So I'm just going to be reading you the opening. There was vehicular homicide caused by drunk driving, and just keep in mind though that it's not taking place in any particular, this is a very unusual court setting, and in reality this kind of trial would take a lot longer than this, and it's for this specific play it's a whole day, but obviously it would take a lot longer. So
back up to the phone, please.
Okay, I'll send back up. Just whatever. I don't know. He has code words. I don't know. So the judge is very unconventional. So I'll just put it that way. So the bailiff has the opening line. He says, "This court is now in session. All rise for the Honorable." I'm not going to give her name. I've spoiled too much already. The judge walks towards her bench with a rather obvious look of disgust on her face. She sits. She says, "You may be seated." Everyone sits. There's a slight pause in the judge's voice as if she does not know how to commence. And she says, "Forgive me, but after reading of the police report on this particular case, I am not even sure where to begin. For 2 decades, I have put away more pathetic inebriated wastes of skin than the bottles they've fused with. Never before have I encountered such a case. Never before have I come across a story as gruesome, as demented, and as tear-jerking as this one." And she looks at the victim's family and at the best friend who has decided to take the killer to court. She says, "My sincerest condolences to you all. I too know how it feels to lose a loved one, to have that person's life slip away from them and from you in the blink of an eye. It is unspeakable, though, to lose a child, no matter what the cause may be. Now, I cannot bring him back. I cannot guarantee a happy ending for those of you who are grieving. However, I can promise you one thing. You will witness the true power and might of the very definition of justice." And then she looks at the killer. Her voice switches from loving to ice cold. She says, "There are so many sentences I could conjure up right now, but every single one of them would seal my fate as a judge in the worst ways imaginable. Instead, I shall tell you this. Though it is against my profession and code of ethics to be biased on any issue, no matter what transpires today, it is not going to turn out well for you. It will not lean in your favor. Do I make myself abundantly clear?" And she breathes and looks at both attorneys, and she says, "Counselors, you may proceed." So, thank you very much. That's the time. Buy books. They're awesome.
Well done, hon.